The brown bear, Ursus arctos, is a large bear species found across Eurasia and North America. In North America, the populations of brown bears are called grizzly bears, while the subspecies that inhabits the Kodiak Islands of Alaska is known as the Kodiak bear. It is one of the largest living terrestrial members of the order Carnivora, rivaled in size only by its closest relative, the polar bear, Ursus maritimus, which is much less variable in size and slightly bigger on average. Taxonomist C.H. Merriam was the first to recognize the Kodiak bear as a unique subspecies of the brown bear, and named it Ursus middendorfi. Genetic samples from bears on Kodiak have shown that they are related to brown bears on the Alaska Peninsula and Kamchatka, Russia, and all brown bears roughly north of the U.S. Kodiak bears have been genetically isolated since at least the last ice age, 10,000 to 12,000 years ago. This brown bear population only occurs on the islands of the Kodiak archipelago, Kodiak, Afognak, Shuyak, Raspberry, Yuganik, Sitkaladak, and adjacent islands. The islands of the Kodiak archipelago have a subpolar oceanic climate with cool temperatures, overcast skies, fog, windy conditions, and moderate to heavy precipitation throughout most of the year. As we all know, bears weigh the least when they emerge from their dens in the spring, and can increase their weight by 20 to 30% during late summer and fall. The size range for females is from 180 to 320 kilograms, 400 to 700 pounds, and for males, it is 270 to 635 kilograms, 600 to 1,400 pounds. Mature males average 500 kilograms, 1,100 pounds over the course of the year and can weigh up to 680 kilograms, 1,500 pounds at peak times. The largest recorded wild male weighed 751 kilograms, 1,650 pounds. Adult sizes are attained when they are 6 years old. Females are typically about 20% smaller and 30% lighter than males. An average adult male measures 244 centimeters, 8 feet in length and stands 133 centimeters, 4 feet 4 inches, tall at the shoulder. A large male Kodiak bear stands up to 1.5 meters, 4.9 feet, tall at the shoulder when standing on all 4 legs. When standing fully upright on its hind legs, a large male could reach a height of 3 meters, 9.8 feet. The Kodiak bear's color is similar to that of its close relatives, the mainland American and Eurasian brown bears. Hair colors range from blonde to orange, typically females or bears from southern parts of the archipelago, and even to dark brown. Cubs often retain a white natal ring around their neck for the first few years of life. Bears on Kodiak are naturally active during the day, but when faced with competition for food or space, they adopt a more nocturnal lifestyle. This behavior is especially evident in the bears that live near and within Kodiak City. Kodiak bears are generally solitary, however, when food is concentrated in small areas, such as along salmon spawning streams, grass and sedge flats, berry patches, or even a dead whale, they often occur in large groups. Although the Kodiak bear is much like other brown bears in intelligence, its tendency to feed in large dense groups leads to more complex social behaviors. To maximize food intake in these ecologically important areas, bears have learned to minimize fighting and fatal interactions by developing complex communication, including both verbal and body posturing and social structure. Bears live throughout the archipelago, adapting to local resources and retaining relatively small home ranges. Emerging vegetation and animals that died during the winter are the first foods bears eat in the spring. As summer progresses, a wide variety of vegetation supplies nutritional needs until salmon return. Salmon runs extend from May through September on most of the archipelago, and bears consume the 5 species of Pacific salmon that spawn in local streams and lakes. In the late summer and early fall, bears consume several types of berries. Bears also feed on windrowed seaweed and invertebrates on some beaches throughout the year. Although deer are abundant on the archipelago and mountain goats are abundant on Kodiak Island, few Kodiak bears actively prey on them. Another food source available year-round is the garbage made by the human population of Kodiak Island. Mating season for Kodiak bears is during May and June. They are serially monogamous, having one partner at a time. While Kodiak bears reach sexual maturity at age 5, most sows are over 9 years old when they successfully wean their first litter. Cubs are born in the den during January or February, weighing less than 450 grams, 1 pound at birth, with little hair and closed eyes. They suckle for several months and emerge from the den in May or June, weighing 6.8 to 9.1 kilograms, 15 to 20 pounds. Typical litter sizes on Kodiak are 2 or 3 cubs, and the average time between litters is 4 years, since most cubs stay with their mothers for up to 3 years. Almost half of the cubs die before they leave, with cannibalism by adult males being one of the major causes of death. Kodiak bears that have recently left their mothers, at ages from 3 to 5 years, have high mortality rates, with only 56% of males and 89% of females surviving. Most young female bears stay within or near their mother's home range, while most males move farther away. The oldest known male bear in the wild was 27 years old, and the oldest female was 35. President Franklin D. Roosevelt created the Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge by executive order in 1941. The 7,700 square kilometers refuge, 1,900,000 acres, roughly encompasses the southwestern two-thirds of Kodiak Island, Uganik Island, the Red Peaks area on northwestern Afognak Island, and all of Ban Island. In 2001, a Citizens Advisory Committee was established to work closely with the Alaska Department of Fish and Game, with the cooperation of Kodiak National Wildlife Refuge, to develop a management plan addressing several problems that affect bears, including hunting, habitat, and viewing. Although the group's role is merely advisory, government management agencies expressed a commitment to implement all of the feasible regulations. Usually, Kodiak bears attempt to avoid encounters with people. The most notable exceptions to this behavior pattern occur when bears are surprised, threatened, or attracted by human food, garbage, or hunter-killed game. Bear safety precautions aim to avoid such situations, understanding bear needs and behavior, and learning how to recognize the warning signs bears give when stressed. As of 2012, Kodiak and the American black bears are the only bear species not classified as threatened by the IUCN. Though the large sizes of both bears may be a disadvantage due to increased competition with humans. Populations that were hunted to extinction in the 19th and 20th centuries are the Atlas bear of North Africa and the Californian, Angevin, and Mexican populations of the grizzly bear of North America. The Kodiak bear population was estimated to include 3,526 bears in 2005. During the past decade, the population has been slowly increasing. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget that each new subscriber and positive comment motivates us to create more and better content. Thanks for watching.